Welcome to Girl Talk. I'm Steph Caller, and we have a great show lined up. I am with Erin Lentz and Sandy Schultz, and we are at Coastal Home talking about bedding and Krypton and all kinds of great stuff. Sandy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being here.
Tell us about these beautiful new headboards.
They are gorgeous. It's a new line by Row, who makes fantastic sofas. That's what most people are going to know them for. They're sofas and chairs, but they've added a new line that you can customize the fabric on your headboard. Most of the fabrics are available, some of them are not because of the pattern that's on them, but the price range is between $800, $1,200 depending on the fabric. They're just beautiful, and it's fun to see the creations that we can come up with to customize so that you make your bedroom uniquely yours.
Is this a new trend? Are people moving away from a headboard that would be made out of wood or wrought iron, or is this just something new?
You know, it really is. We've been seeing that probably for a year or two now, the fabric headboards. They add such a nice soft touch to the bedroom. It's really quite beautiful. And one of the fun parts, as I was telling you off camera, one of the fun parts of that with the fabrics is that Row now is offering, as well as some of the other manufacturers are as well, something new that we saw at the High Point Market this spring, a fabric called Krypton.
We giggled about this Krypton fabric because we were talking about it, and she's like, I always say kryptonite, kryptonite. And then when she told me about what Krypton was, I'm like, oh my gosh, it is kind of like the kryptonite of fabric.
It is tough. It is really tough. What it is, it's not like a Sunbrella that you have to choose the fabrics that they have made for you. They're taking the fabrics and they're putting the chemical treatment on the pre-existing fabric. This is done in North Carolina. It's in the United States, and it is a green product, which I was a little concerned about when they're talking about these chemicals, but it's permanent as opposed to how the Scotch Guard of the old days was very temporary and would wear off. This is permanent, and what you can do is we actually, for our demonstration, poured coffee on it, and it just bubbles up on the fabric.
So this is a fabric protector.
Yes.
That is permanent.
Yes.
Is this something we can buy, or do we have to have the fabric treated before we put it together?
Yes, it is treated before it's assembled on the piece. And so it is saturated with it, and it, like I say, if you put something, if something's spilled on there, you just dab it off. If you do actually have to use some soap and water on it, you can do that, but most of the time you don't even have to. It's
and
phenomenal.
Is this for their entire line or just the headboards?
Just certain ones at this point.
Because I would love that on every piece of furniture in my house.
Exactly. Well, especially for our lifestyle here.
Sure.
With the beach homes, rentals.
People are coming in and out of pools and beach.
Oh,
and
that would be fabulous for rentals.
Exactly. I think it's going to be huge for us. One other fabric that has been huge for us as of recent is the Brisa Ultra, which looks and feels like a very high-grade leather, but it's actually fabric. Easy to clean, comes in a wonderful variety of colors.
I wouldn't either. And
that's unbelievable.
And you can clean that with 409.
The color palette is really gorgeous.
It's fantastic.
One of the things that I find very nice about this is, one, it doesn't feel like what you would think a quote unquote faux. That's a nicer word than the one that was popping into my head would. It really does feel genuine and authentic. But if you have any opposition to leather, this is the perfect solution. And I'm in love with this.
We've had
soft
quite a
blue.
And who doesn't love a leather piece of furniture? It feels great to sit on it.
And again, back to the lifestyle we live here with the dogs and the sand and the kids and the guests coming in and out. This really helps.
Practical and beautiful.
It does. You know, it's so nice for us as designers to have these options to give to people. It just gives them so many usable, you know, you want your home to be functional. You don't want the old days of don't sit on that, don't touch that. You know, we want to live in our furniture here. We want to enjoy our homes. And this is a new modern way of the options that we have available to us to help us do that.
It's nice when you're making an investment to know that it's going to last.
It is. Yes. So the new headboards are a hot new trend. They come with the Krypton if you like it. and then this new fabric. All of this is available at Coastal Home, which is right over the bridge in Bluffton off of Hilton Head Island. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we will be right back with more Girl Talk.
Girl Talk is brought to you by Custom Audio Video, the Westin Resort and Spa, Buford Memorial Hospital, and by New River Auto Mall. Please support these local businesses as they make this program possible.